let's get to Manchester United. Do they want a midfielder?
Yeah, look, we know that three of the big priorities for Manchester United in this transfer window were a centre-back, and they've brought one in Lenny Yoro, a forward, and they've brought one in Joshua Zirkzee. Midfield was another area we think that they wanted to strengthen. Now, we do know that dialogue is open with Paris Saint-Germain over Manuel Ugarte. We understand that PSG want to do the deal. We understand that Ugarte wants to go to Manchester United as well. But another name that has emerged among a number of midfielders that Manchester United are looking at is Monaco's Youssouf Fofana. Now, this might be a better deal financially for United because we think that PSG might want in the region of 70 million euros for Ugarte, whereas Fofana's only got 1 year left on his contract at Monaco and he would probably fetch around £30 million. So there's a big difference in the pricing for those two midfielders. Another player to look out for is a player who was on loan at Manchester United last season. That's Sofyan Amrabat. Now, if you had told and asked Manchester United fans probably 6 weeks before the season ended, would Manchester United trigger the option in the deal that they had with Fiorentina last summer, whereby he was an initial loan and a €20 million option fee, United fans would probably have thought it's probably not going to happen because he wasn't really featuring that much for United in their first team. But the last 6 weeks, he did feature for Erik ten Hag. He started the FA Cup final. And it's our understanding that while United don't want to meet the €20 million option price, they are still in discussions with Fiorentina over maybe lowering that fee because they still do have an interest in Sofyan Amrabat. But it's an illustration of what United are trying to do in this transfer window, not just focusing on one target. They are looking at a number of targets that fit the kind of profile of player that they want, and then they will go for the one that not only fits the profile, but fits the financial restraints that Manchester United might have at this point. That said, any potential arrival in midfield would probably, at this stage, depend on a departure at Old Trafford.
OK, departure. So they might need to sell. Who would they be considering?
Right, two of the names that we have been mentioning throughout the window are Casemiro and Scott McTominay. Now, Casemiro, as it stands, is likely to stay. There was strong interest from Saudi Arabia, but that has kind of cooled of late. So it just remains to be seen whether they will come back in for somebody like Casemiro. Scott McTominay is another player that has been linked with a move away. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has said he's an important player for Manchester United. They don't want to lose him. They feel that he can contribute still for Manchester United. However, Fulham and Galatasaray are interested in the Scottish international. Now, if there was a bid that did come in that Manchester United felt was suitable, I think rather than actively looking to sell, they would have a look at that deal and see if it was worth their while doing a deal for either Casemiro or McTominay in order to be able to get another of their targets that they're working on in the background.